Hi, I'm Brittany Marshall. This is video 3 for NAS 295 of the wrist, hand, and elbow. We're going to start with the bony landmarks. So you have your lateral epicondyle, your medial epicondyle, olecranon process, the radius, the ulna, the radial tuberosity, and the ulnar tuberosity, the MCP joint, PIP joints, and DIP joints. And then start with the bicep. So the long head inserts on the supraglenoid tubercle. Sorry.
You're good.
There, and the short head, the origin, not insertion, the origin for the short head is the coracoid process. And then the insertion is the radial tuberosity, which is this side. And the action is elbow flexion and supination. The tricep, the long head, is your infraglenoid tubercle, which is right in there. And then the lateral head is the inferior greater tubercle up in there. And the medial is the posterior surface of the humerus, which is back here. And then the insertion is the olecranon process. And the action is elbow extension. The extensor carpi radialis brevis, the origin is the lateral epicondyle, and the insertion is the base of the third metacarpal, which is down here. And the action is wrist extension.
What, this way?
Extension, yeah. Okay, and then the extensor carpi radialis longus, the origin is the supracondylar ridge of the humerus, which is down in here. And the insertion is the base of the second metacarpal. And that is wrist extension and radial deviation. The extensor carpi ulnaris, the origin is the lateral epicondyle, and the insertion is the base of the fifth metacarpal. And that is wrist extension and ulnar deviation. Flexor carpi ulnaris, the origin is the medial epicondyle, and the insertion is the pisiform and base of fifth metacarpal. And the action on that one is wrist flexion and ulnar deviation. And then we have the flexor carpi radialis. The origin is the medial epicondyle, and the insertion is the base of the second and third metacarpals. And that's wrist flexion and radial deviation. This way.
Oh,
This
just
way.
kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Then you have the thenar eminence and the hypothenar eminence right here. Okay, almost done. Extensor digitorum communis. The origin is the lateral epicondyle, and insertion is base of the distal phalanxes on these 4 fingers.
Yep. Second through fifth.
Yep, second through fifth. And it is MCP, PIP, DIP extension.
Boom.
Flexor digitorum superficialis. The origin is the medial epicondyle, coronoid process, and the radius. Yes, I did that right.
Yep.
And the insertion is the middle of these 4 fingers. I can't think today. And the action is MCP and PIP flexion. And then the last one, flexor digitorum profundus. The origin is the upper 3/4 of the ulna, and insertion is the distal phalanx of all 4 of the fingers. And that does MCP, PIP, and DIP flexion. Make a fist. And then there we go. And that is all. Thank you.